Hi everyone, welcome to Last Minute Coders. My name is Vinay. I hope you guys are doing good. So this is our fourth video on Microsoft Power Automate Cloud Flows. In last video we have created an Excel form and we have validated its date field. So if you haven't checked out that video, please do check that out. I have also demoed you the whole project. So our project is Leave Approval Flow project. So these are the two flows that we are going to build for this project. So the first flow we are going to discuss in this video. Now I've already explained this flow to you like couple of times. So again I'll explain you. So see, this flow will trigger when an employee will attach this form in a mail and send a mail to Leave Approval team. Then this flow will trigger. This flow will first save this local Excel to a cloud storage such as OneDrive or SharePoint document library. Once this Excel is in online space, we can extract data of this Excel and save it to some online data source such as SharePoint Online List. So we will save this Excel data to this SharePoint Online List. Okay, and then this flow will end. Then the next flow will start. When a new item is created to this online list, we will send an approval mail to our managers. So our manager can either approve or reject our leave request, and then at last employee will receive one mail saying that your leave request has been accepted or rejected. Okay, so this is pretty much our whole project. So I hope you got the idea. So let's build this first flow in this video. So if you are new to the channel, I would request you to subscribe to this channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of the upcoming videos. If you find this content valuable, do like this video, do share it with your colleagues, and I would appreciate if you will comment your feedbacks in the comment section. So let's get started. First thing first, we will say make.powerautomate.com. okay. So just type this, the Power Automate interface will open. As you can see up here, this is our home page. How do we create automated flow? So click on create. So we have three flows, right? Automated, instant, schedule. So our project is based on some event, right? When an Leave Approval team will receive an email. So it is a event based flow. So we will use automated cloud flow. Now let's name our flow as Leave Approval Flow. And here I'll just use LMC. I may have created the flow with the same name, so just I'm adding this dash LMC at the end. Now when this flow will trigger, when a new email arrives, okay, when a new email arrives, so then this flow will trigger. So I'll select this higher version v3. I'll click on create. As soon as I click on create, I will have one canvas with me and with one card. So this first card is a trigger. Now when this flow will trigger, when Leave Approval team will receive the mail, okay, and it should have an attachment. Subject filter should contain the word leave request. Okay, so these are the parameters that I have to pass. So see, the subject should contain this word leave request. It should contain one attachment, at least one attachment, and it will only trigger when this mail is being received by Leave Approval team. Okay, this is it. Now we will click on this plus sign. So our trigger is done. Now what should happen? So first thing first, we will save our local Excel, say this local Excel, to some cloud storage, right? Let's say SharePoint document library. So how we can save it? Now here search for SharePoint. Okay. As soon as you will search for SharePoint, here see we have create file. So we are creating the file, right? So we have to create file in some document library. Let me just show you where I'm saving the file. So this is the site that I'm going to use, LMC dev. I'll go to my site content. I'll go to documents. You can create a folder up here, very easy. Just create a folder. I've already created this folder, Leave Approval Excel files. So I'll save my files inside this. So I'll create a file here. Okay. Now here also again I have to select my site address. If your site is not coming up here, click on enter custom value. Go to your SharePoint and above link, just copy the link till the name of your site. Just copy it, paste it here. Now folder path you have to provide Okay, so I'll click on this folder icon, I'll click on the share document dash sign, and then this leave approval Excel file. This is where I'm going to save my files. Now what is the name of the file? So the file name should be whatever the file I'm attaching here, right? I'm attaching some file in this email, so the name should come up from there only, right? So here, see, attachment name. Since it is attachments, when we send a mail, we can attach multiple attachments, right? Though in our case, we will only attach one Excel form, okay, Excel file with a form, but it can have multiple attachments. That is why, like here, it is going inside a loop. Now here we just have to pass attachment content. Very simple. For file name, attachment name. For content, attachment content. Now once you have your file name, what I want you to do is go to expression, just concat, use this concat function, and firstly concat a date. How to concat today's date? Just use this function UTC now, put a comma. Now just cut this. See this, how do I selected this? I've pressed shift, left arrow key, control X. I'll now click here, I'll paste it, I'll remove this curly braces, and from here I'll remove again the curly braces in this @ sign. This is it. Click on OK. This is how you save a file. Click on save. Okay. Now you can test this flow, but this flow will not work. Reason? Here see, you have used leave approval team, but here see, from where I am creating this flow, from Vinay's ID I am creating this flow. So I do not have permission from leave approval team. I do not have leave approval team connections. So how can I give leave approval team connections? I need to go back. I need to click on edit connections. See, current connections are Vinay's connection. So firstly I need to share this flow with leave approval team. Okay. Wait a sec, let me remove my connections from here. I'll remove my connections. Okay. And then I'll share this flow with leave approval team. Let's search for leave approval. Leave approval team. Let's wait. It might take 10 to 15 seconds to get added here. So you can see leave approval team is the co-owner of this flow. Now let's head back to our leave approval team. So we will receive one mail here that Vinay has shared a flow with you. So let us wait. See up here, we are on leave approval team. So let's wait. So I can click on view flows, and here we will see the flow that is being shared with us. So this is the flow that we have created, leave approval flow -LMC. So yeah, see I'm in leave approval, see leave approval team. So now what I can do is I can click on edit. Now here I can add my connections, leave approval team's connection I can add. If you are seeing this UI, so this is the new UI. Let's switch to classic designer. And here let's wait. We have to give some like connection. I'll select my connection. Okay, this leave approval team connection, and here also I'll set leave approval team connection. That's it. Once this is done, hit on save. And now we can test our flow. How to test it? As I told you, right? So Vinay, who is an employee, will send a leave request to leave approval team. So I'll compose a mail. Here I'll say send a mail to leave approval team. Okay, the subject should contain the word leave request of Vinay. Okay, leave request of Vinay. It should contain these two words, and L should be capital. And I just need to attach this leave approval form. As you can see up here, I have pre-filled this form, leave approval. This is pre-filled. Okay, so I'm attaching this form, and I'll click on send. So as soon as leave approval team will receive this mail, see they received it, the flow will trigger in the backend. Okay, let me just show you if the flow is triggering or not. It may take 10 to 15 second, or maybe sometime 30 second to 1 minute to get automated flow to get triggered. So be patient. See, it got triggered and it got succeeded. Let me click up here. Let me show you what it did. So it copied the contents of the attachments that we have here, and it would have created a file in the SharePoint document library. You can see up here, and the name of the file is like this. Firstly, the date is being concatenated. See, the date is being concatenated with the original name of the file. So the original name of the file is leave approval form -Vinay, and the date is being concatenated in the front, so that every time whenever we will run this flow, the file name will be different. Okay, so we will not face an issue. You can see the local Excel that I have in my system is now is in cloud. Okay, so our first part is done for this flow. Now what we have to do is, in this Excel we will create a new worksheet. Here we will create one table. We will say employee. Let me just show you what we are going to do. Employee ID, employee name. Here I'll say start date of leave and end date of leave. Then we have type of leave. Okay, and at last reason for leave. So we have these columns. Okay, let me little bit increase their size. This is start date. Okay, let's increase their size a bit so that you can see them properly. So I have this 1 2 3 6 columns. I have to make one table. How to make a table? See up here in home tab, format as table. Okay, and my table as header. So this is a manual process which I am doing, right? And then what I have to do, I have to select this cell. So this cell is in this sheet. So how do we write a formula? We write like this, right? Is equal to sheet 1, then we put exclamation, then I14. Now why I have written I14? I'll click up here. See this ISL and I column 14th row. Okay, this is I16 where Vinay LMC is written, and the sheet is sheet 1. So again, I can just copy this formula. I'll go up here, paste. So see this is like a manual process. It will take me a lot of time to build this, but we will automate all of this thing with the help of our automated flow. So you will see in just a sec. Let me firstly manually create for this file, and then for next we will automate this. So see this is a manual task, right? But we have to make this thing with the help of our automated flow, right? So let's see how we can create this with the help of our flow. So we have our flow with us. Let me hit on edit. So let's wait. So we have this flow with us, right? Now I'll add another step. Now our Excel is in online space, right? So I'll click on Excel Online Business. Now first thing first, what I need to do is I need to create a worksheet, right? So I'll hit on create worksheet. See here also I only had the sheet 1, so I'll create a worksheet first. Now here it is saying where in online, where is your this Excel? Okay, so if you are seeing your site up here, well and good. Otherwise you can click on custom and you can copy the link. Again, steps are same, but my site is this LMC-Def. So I'll select my site. My document library is document. So let's wait till all of my document libraries come up here. I'll select my appropriate document library. I don't know why it is too slow today. Let me select the custom value instead. Let me copy this site. Okay, I'll paste the site up here. If it is not okay, see it came documents. I'll select my file. I'll click on this file. Okay, so this is manual selection of file. This is not how you will select a file. Okay, how to dynamically select it? Click here and see you have created this file up here, right? So I have to take ID of this file. That's it. I'll just search for ID. Okay, see up here, I created this outside. Let me just copy to clipboard. I'll click on add action inside this apply to each. Okay, I'll go to my clipboard, I'll attach this workbook here. Okay, let me delete this from here. Okay, and I'll click up here. Now here, so the ID of this file will come from this. So here's the ID. So I'll click up here, and the name of the worksheet, let's give the name like sheet 2. Let's keep it simple. Okay, sheet 2. Let's and once this is done, once the new sheet is being created up here, what we will have to do, we will have to create a table, right, with these headers. So how to create those? Again, let's move to our Power Automate. Here, let's hit on this Excel Online. Here we have to create table. Okay, now again we have to select location. If our location is coming, then it is well and good. Let's select our document library. This documents, our file. Again, dynamically we can select the file. Here, see, create file. Just search for create file SharePoint, and this is the ID. Then the table range. So it is asking A1 notation. Here, see, table range is from where? A1 to F1, right? So the same thing we will do up here, A1 to F1. Okay, now what should be the name of the table? Let's say the table name should be table 1. Here also, if you will see, if I'll click up here, go to table design, the name of the table is this, right? Table 1. So the same name I'm giving up here, table 1. Let's keep T capital. You can also give like this, table leave, you can also give. Okay, not a big issue. And worksheet name also, you can give a cool name like leave sheet. It's not that like you will only have to give like sheet 2, sheet 3, like that. Okay, now the column names, it is saying enter the column name separated by comma. Separated by, I think this is colon or semicolon, but you can separate them by comma as well. So my first column name is employee ID, then I have employee name, then leave start date, then leave LEAVE end date, then I have type of leave, then I have reason for leave. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, done. Till here it is fine. I'll save it. Okay, now we have created this flow. Now what we need to do is wait a sec, before we test this, see this. If we create table like this, what will happen? What will happen, that this table will be created in sheet 1, but we wanted to create a table in the different sheet, right, in this sheet. So I will have to write like this, leave sheet, then exclamation mark, then I have to give this A1 notation. Okay, I'll click on save, and once it is being saved, I'll test this flow. So how do we trigger this flow? Again, I'll go to my mail, I'll compose a new mail, I'll say leave approval team. The subject should contain the word leave request by, I'll give my name. Okay, and here I'll add that Excel form, and I'll send to leave approval team. As soon as leave approval team will receive this email, see, leave approval team receive this email from me, the flow will trigger in the backend. So let me go back and let's see the run history of our flow. So let's refresh up here. See, it is in running mode. It will take around 5 to 10 seconds to get completed. So let's wait for 5 to 10 seconds till it get completed. Okay, so see, your flow ran successfully. Now I'll go up here, I'll refresh in this, and see, a few seconds ago this file has been added. I'll click up here and see, let's see that if a new worksheet is being added or not. So let's wait. Sometimes it may take a little bit time to show that new sheet up here. So see, the new sheet was here. and here we can see that the table is being created. Okay, so very well and good. Now what we have to do is, now very simple task we have to do. Here we have to write like this is equal to sheet 1, then exclamation, then I14. Okay, this is what I have to do. Sheet 1 exclamation I14 with the equal to sign. Sounds simple, right? Now let me go to my Power Automate. I'll click on edit. Okay, see here the sheet name is sheet 1 only, right? So I'll open this, I'll hit on, see this create a table is fine. Now I'll add a new action. Now I just have to create rows, right? Create rows. So let's search for create rows. Let me click on this online Excel first. Here I can say I can create rows. Get a row, not this one. Get table, not this one. Add a row into a table. See, add a row into a table. So we just have to add a row. Now again we just have to select the Excel location. Very simple. Let's click here. My location is this LMC devs SharePoint site, and my document library is documents. My file I'll give just the ID as I've given for above. So I'll give this ID. See, and the table, the name of the table that I'm creating here, right? Okay, either though I can take this table like if the table is not coming up here, I'll click on custom value. The name of my table is this only, right? Table leave. Let me copy this. Let me paste this name up here. Very simple. Or I could just select like a dynamic also. Let me remove this. Anyways, I'm creating above table, right? So I can just use this table name. Very simple. Now it is saying I have to provide rows. Okay, rows to add into a specified Excel table. So here it is expecting me to provide a JSON. Okay, a JSON is like this. Okay, 2 curly braces I have to provide. Let me give enter. So the name of the column should be exactly like this. I'll copy this. I'll paste it up here. I'll put like enter. I'll try to keep like as clean as possible so that you will easily understand, okay, the code. So this should be inside double quotes, employee ID. Okay, now this should also be inside double quotes. Very well and good, inside double quotes. Okay, type of leave inside double quotes. A reason for leave should also be inside double quotes. Then after employee ID, I have to put see this semicolon. Then see if I do something like this, what I have done here, right? Sheet 1, and if I just copy this text and if I paste this text up here, like if I do something like this will not work. Okay, let me just tell you, this will not work. I personally don't know why this doesn't work. Take it as a string, so instead of like putting it in a formula bar, it will just write like this. Let me just copy this, and no, it will just give output like this, like sheet 1 exclamation I14. It will be like this. Okay, so which is wrong. Okay, which is if instead of this number I get like this text here, so this is wrong. We can test this, but I don't want to waste your time. So what we have to do is to prevent this. See, go above to this, just add an action. Okay, create one there is one action called initialize variable. See, we will do this. This variable is emp id. I'll say emp underscore id. It should be of type as string, and here I can Here I can use this formula is equal to sheet 1 like this. Okay, here I'll click on this three dot, copy to my clipboard, I'll add an action, and I can quickly yeah, I can if I'll add the branch now, this is the problem. If I'll add the branch, so 2 branches will be there. Okay, so do not add branch here, just add an action, clipboard again. So I'll have to create like at least 6 variables. So again I'll go to my clipboard, whatever I copied here, right, it will show up in my clipboard. 4, 5 and 6, since I have 6 columns here, right? So one was employee name, first one was employee ID, then this will be employee name, then leave start date, leave end date, type of leave, reason for leave. Okay, let's start from below. Reason for leave, it should be 24, sheet 1 exclamation I-24. Let me close this. See, sometimes it takes time. This is type of leave, this is 22 I-22. Let me close this, open this. This is leave end date. Okay, I-20. Let me close this again, open this. This is leave start date. This is I-18, and this is employee name, EMP name I can say, and this is I-16. That's it. Now let me close this, open this. See, employee ID is I-14, 16, 18, 20, 22, and the last one is 24. So let me just close all of them so that I can have space to work with. Now I'll click here, I'll click here. Now instead of doing this thing, okay, I'll remove this part and I'll use this variable. See, employee ID, I'll use colon sign, and here will be employee name, again colon sign. Here it will be leave start date, again colon sign, leave end date, colon sign, this type of leave, again at last colon sign, reason for leave, and that's it. Let's click on save. If this will have error, I'll see the error on the top, and if everything is okay, this flow will save properly. Okay, so since there is no error in our flow, so I got no error up here. Once like this is your flow is ready to go, so let's just test it. Again I'll send mail from Vinay to leave approval team. Here I'll say my subject is leave request by Vinay. This time let's change the subject a bit, and let me insert again the same Excel here, and let's send to leave approval team. See, the leave approval team again received this mail from me, and the flow will get triggered from the backend. So let's wait for 10 seconds, and then 1 2 3 4. Okay, let's refresh up here now. See, it is in running state. So here let's refresh. See, a few seconds ago this file has been created, but we have to wait till like it gets succeeded. So let's wait till the whole flow ran. Okay, now it will take a little bit more time, maybe. See, 14 seconds it is taking. Earlier it was taking like 10 seconds, but now since our actions are more, so it is taking a little bit more time. So 14 seconds it is taking. Let me go up here now, refresh up here. Let's open this Excel. So you can see it created this sheet here, and it contains the proper data, right? Very well and good. So we have automated this thing, right? Earlier we manually created this, but now we have automated this. So very well. Once our data is in here, so we will go to our SharePoint. We will create one list. If you don't know how to create a list, just click on new list, blank list. Here let's say table, request LMC, I'll say don't show in site navigation. I'll click on create. What are the columns I have? I have employee ID. Let's create employee ID. Here it is a single line text. I have another column called employee name, so here I'll have employee name. What other columns I have? I have a leave start date, so I'll say leave start date. I have leave end date, which is a date type, so I'll select date type, leave end date. Then I have type of leave, so let's search for type of leave. Then I have reason for leave, so here reason for leave. So reason can be long, so let's select multi-line text. Let's save. Here 2 extra column you have to make. One is status, like whether our leave approval is in pending, whether it is approved, whether it is rejected. And at last we will have manager's comment. What is the comment given by our manager? So that, and it should also be a multi-line. Okay, we will save. So these are all the columns that we have: employee ID, name, leave start, leave end date, type of leave, reason for leave, status, and manager comment. Fine. Now by default in SharePoint, if I'll click up here, show height column, there are so many columns up here. I have this ID columns auto created for me, so I can enable this. Very well and good. I have created this list in my LMC dev site, and this list, if I'll click on my site content, so see this table underscore leave underscore LMC is here. Now I'll go to my flow, I'll edit my flow again. Now once I have created a table, right, in my backend, I've created this table, right. Now by this table I can extract the data and I can save this table's data to the SharePoint list. It is very simple. See this. Till here this is done. Okay, I have to add one action. I have to click on this thing. See, Excel Online Business and list row present in the table. I have to click up here. Okay, so list row present in a table do what? So whatever I have a table inside my Excel, it will extract all the table data. Okay, so let's press Ctrl Z. Okay, this is fine. I'll go to my this thing flow. I'll search for my site. Let's wait. This is my site, SharePoint LMC dev. My document library is document. My file, see, this file will also be dynamic. Okay, I have to use this ID, but here I'll click on this file icon. I'll go to this leave approval files and manually will select like this last one. Okay, I'll click on this table leave. Okay, and I'll click on add action. The new action will be, I'll search for SharePoint because we wanted to save this file in SharePoint. I'll click on the SharePoint. Create item is there, so this is create item. So here site address. So the site address is this LMC dev. List name is the list that we have created, which is this one. Now the column names will show up here. So in title you just have to write new records. Don't change this. For employee ID, now I'll dynamically select from this list row present in a table. See, employee ID, it will go to apply to each, which is completely fine. Let's just scroll down. Employee name, this is leave start date, this is leave start date. I'll click up here, scroll a little bit down, leave end date, and this is type of leave. Okay, we just have to map it correctly, and I'll click up here. This one, the last one, is reason for leave. For status, just write pending up here. Okay, do not change it, just write pending. For leave the manager comments. Okay, Let's click on save, and our whole flow is being completed. But one thing we have to change. Let it get saved first. So I'll click on this list row present in a table. So here I provided this like a static, right? Let me remove this. It should be dynamic. Here again I have to select the ID from the create file. I'll select this ID. Okay, the ID is being selected. Let me remove this table name. Here I'll say custom table name. The table name should be tbl underscore leave, I think. The table name should be the same. Okay, this table name, this name. Okay, so either click on, see this, click on enter custom value, and here it should be, see, create table name. So I'll use this name up here. So now everything is done. We will save. Our whole flow, our whole first flow is completed. Let's just test it once, and let's just see that in our this table this Excel data is coming or not. Okay, so how to test this? Again, let us first see like our flow is saved or not. Okay, it is saved. So again we will, whenever employee will send mail to leave approval team, so leave request, I'll say, by Vinay final. So finally we are able to complete it. Okay, and here I'll attach my Excel, my leave request, and I'll send this to leave approval team. Leave approval team received this mail. Now the flow will be triggered. So let's go back. Let's check our run history here. Let's refresh. Sometimes it takes 10 to 15 seconds, so let's wait. Okay, see, it is in running mode. So previously it was taking 14 seconds. Let us assume this time it will take around 20 to 30 seconds. Okay, so it will take because we have more actions now, right? See, it failed. Let us see why it got failed. Let's see why it got failed. So I'll click up here, and action. The input parameter. Okay, see why it is getting failed, right? Let me just tell you. So it's good that our flow got failed. See, when we click on list row present, if you will click on show advanced option, so see this date time format, by default it takes this as serial number, so you have to change it to International Organization of Standardization 8601. Okay, so what happens is, this Excel, you might be seeing date appear, but the flow convert this date to some number, and this number here, this is a date time column, right? So this number is not converted to that date here. Okay, so we have to do like this. Now this flow will work perfectly fine. Again I have to send the mail again. You just have to change this date time format in this list row present in a table. Rest all of the things are correct. Okay, now to again test it, again I have to compose a mail. Leave approval team, leave request by Vinay. This time I'll write finale. I'll click up here, see, I'll select my Excel file, I'll click on send. So the leave approval team again receive a leave request from me. I'll go to my flow, go to its run history. Let's wait for like 2 to 5 seconds. Let's refresh up here. See, it started to run. So earlier it failed after 16 seconds. Let us assume that it will take around 20 to 30 seconds this time to get succeeded. So let's wait. See, 15 seconds till now, no error. Let me refresh it once again. See, it took 17 seconds and it got succeeded this time, right? Earlier it was failing, but now it got succeeded. Let us see that whether here in this list the item created or not. See, the item is being created here, right? Status is pending, reason for leave is this, dates are coming properly. You can see, let me close this, the new file that is being created in the SharePoint. Let me open document library in another page, another tab, sorry. Here, see, the new file which is created is this. So see this, here I have this within LMC, this correct dates, okay, type of leave, sick leave, high fever from last night, same data I am seeing in this list, okay, and with the status is pending. So in our next video, what we will do is we will create one approval flow. So once a new record is being created in this list, right, then that flow will trigger, and that flow will send an approval email to our manager. So based on his approve or reject choice, we will firstly update this list and update the status. Once the status is updated, we will notify the user that his that his or her leave request is approved or rejected. So this is it for this video. I hope you learned something from it, and this video might have added value to you. So thank you so much for watching. Do subscribe, do like this video.